This is one of the red ohias. Red ohias are the dominant, red is the dominant color. So there are a lot of these in the forest. This is on our place, of course, and I use these to make some airlays. This is a yellow that's blooming, just starting to bloom. Where's the flower? There it is. You can see it's yellow. This is a variety that has a purple leaf on it, or lico. This one's bloomed a bunch of times and it's still blooming. This tree will bloom another 3 or 4 months. We'll go down here, I'll walk by some others and show you. This is another yellow with purple leaves, probably from the same mother plant. It's blooming. It's really a brilliant yellow, but none of them are open full yet, so you can't really see them too well. This is another yellow, different shade of yellow. This is more of a mustard color. Not orange, but it's definitely yellow. This tree blooms profusely. You can see all the new blooms coming. It just blooms and blooms and blooms. We airlay a few on this one because we like to have a little variety of trees that we can market. This is another yellow, and you can see up here that I've airlaid a whole bunch on this tree. I mean bunches, there's probably like 16 on this tree. The reason we choose this tree is it's really a sturdy tree. It is affected by less disease and insects than most of the others, because we have probably over 40 different ohia trees, that yellows and oranges that we have in the ground that we use to make airlays on. But this is one of the best ones, and we're rapidly realizing that you have to do the best trees that you've got to make the best plants to sell. And of course we do that. There's some way up there in the top. Down here's the yellow bloom. This is what the bloom looks like. The white buds are the yellow blooms that haven't opened yet. So this is one of our better trees. We really like this tree. Here's another purple one. It has one airlay left on it right now. This is really a good yellow, but if you notice it has gall on the leaves. It's pretty hard to produce plants without having this unless you do it in the greenhouse. This is a native psyllus that attacks all the ohia, especially on the volcano side or the wetter side of the island. These are 2 more yellows over here. You can see this one is blooming really profusely. Get over here and so you can see it. This one also has air layers inside. And again, this is another variety of yellow ohia. This is really kind of like a weeping tree. It gets very dense foliage and it tends to weep. The reason you don't see it weeping now, you can see down there where it wants to, is we keep it pruned out to keep the air circulation through it. If you don't keep the air circulating through it, they'll get a lot of fungus and stuff on the leaves, especially in Mountain View, Glenwood area. It's just really a problem keeping the plants clean. You can see this one is the same one. This is the same variety. One was planted by the granddaughter and one was planted by our grandson. And you can see that it is weeping. Some of the stuff is hanging down like a weeping variety that it is. And it's quite popular because people like to see weeping trees, but hard to keep clean and hard to keep pruned out. You can see some stuff on the ground there that's waiting for the lawnmower to go by. And when we get out here and get this field mowed, we'll have chopped up those sticks and things. This is really a good tree, but it just is really messy and it's hard to keep clean, especially if you want to try and sell them or anything. What have you got, Puna? Huh? Bring that over here. Puna's got a big rat or a mongoose. What you got, girl? Huh? See if I can find her. Good girl. I can't find the image because it's the glare on my... Let me see, Puna. Bring it here. Ah, good girl. I think that's a mongoose. Good girl. Oh, she put it down. Okay. Anyway, we've been finding dead mongoose and cookie frogs. Both of them are becoming quite accomplished at hunting cookie frogs. It's really, really nice to have dogs that earn their keep somewhat. This was a seedling avocado, which I grafted a variety on here, another variety that produces a lot of good avocados. You never know what you're going to get with a seedling, so you've got to graft them to know that you're getting a good fruit. And this is one of the ones that I've grafted and got good fruit on. There's happens to be another one of our lemon trees. You can see all the fruit still on it. One of many. You're going to take a walk down here. This is a yellow ohia with red inside. I don't know if we're going to be able to see it or not, but if you look closely, you can see red inside there. That's kind of red. Usually the blooms are all yellow, but this one has red in it. This is a very popular tree. Difficult to airlay, but really popular. The reason it's difficult to airlay is some just don't airlay as easy as others. And this is a more difficult one. I have a harder time producing these than some of the others. There's an airlay up there. And there's one over here that's coming apart. I'm going to have to put some new foil on that one. This is a variegated ohia. Like most other plants, some of them tend to make all kinds of plants, all colors, colorations and everything. Ohia is one of those that really can morph into different plants from seed. This is a variegated variety. I believe it's non-native, probably from Australia or Micronesia somewhere. I have 2 of these in the ground, I think, and I've got a whole bunch in pots, but I don't really try to sell them. I don't do too much with non-native plants. This is a orange ohia. I call it sunrise because it's got a orangish and yellow tinge in it. I don't know if there's a real name, scientific name for it or not, but this tree is going to bloom a whole lot pretty soon. This tree came from a parent tree over here, which is right here, and you can see some of the blooms maybe. There's some right there, and there's some over here. This tree is a real good producer too. I can't find the bloom. There it is. There it is. There's Hilo. What are you doing, Hilo? Huh? You looking at me? You looking at me? Our puppies have gotten quite large. I think they're both Probably as big as they're going to get. They're about 6 months old. Puna's due to go to the vet pretty soon. This grass that they're biting is actually lemongrass. Apparently they found it and like the flavor of it because they're eating it now. There's another yellow tree over here. This is one of the first ones that I planted when we first come here. I don't know where I got the start from by any means now. I used to know where they all came from, but not anymore. You can see that all the blooms in here. Really nice, prolific bloomer. The birds love this tree. They're constantly in this tree. I bet it's got 5 or 6 nests in it right now. Especially, and it's really something in the evening to watch. Got the birds flying in and out of it. And I think there's 2 or 3 different types of birds that use it. Well, that's it for this trip. I hope you guys liked the video. Give you some idea of what's going on with us.